It's interesting to also find out from you how you cover this story because most of the mainstream news media were visibly absent. And then you got this scoop. Everyone is sourcing you today. I mean, how do you feel? I mean, you must have a strong connection within the security sector to enable you to know what time um, the suspect, that's Sana Manjang, was going to be arraigned to court.
Yeah, but thank you very much. I'm so grateful to have me on your platform. It's a pleasure to be here. I am Kemesseng Sanneh, commonly known as Kex. Yeah, actually, I have been a court reporter for almost the past 10, 20 years in the Gambia here, and I have established a very strong connection with the courts, from the registrar to the prosecuting officers to the lawyers, private lawyers, and also even the judges, because I comport myself and I established that relationship between the media and that of the judiciary. So then I become the friends of the court. So most of the time, cases when they are coming, most of lawyers want me to cover their case because they believe that I have that platform, or lawyers or judges. So also, they see me as a very credible person. So today I was at court and I received a call from the prosecuting officers, prosecution team, or telling me that they are going to Kanifing court to arrange Sana Manjang. So by then I was attending a high court case of Gaj Global versus Sekou Drame. So then I suspended that because this one is more high profile. Then I was there, and upon arrival, then I meet the prosecution officers while Sana was actually not in the court premises at the time. So I start for some times. Then I got another information that he was picked by the military police from Fajara, then heading towards Kanifing court. So I went to the gate to make sure that we capture his entrance to the premises of the courts, which we did. And he was ushered in to the chambers of her magistrate, principal magistrate Salambai, who is the principal magistrate of Kanifing court. And when he was ushered in and the court case was called, IGP versus Sana Manjang, he took the dog, that's the witness box, and prosecution introduced themselves as Commissioner Sanneh, who lead the prosecution team alongside Deputy Commissioner Malanjaju, Assistant Commissioner Almame Manga, APS, that's Assistant Superintendent Fatu Kujabi, and you also have another Assistant Superintendent Yaya Koli. We are the ones who represent the Inspector General of Police, why Sana Manja was not actually represented by any legal representation. So upon that, Sana was asked, Magistrate Salambai asked Sana, which language does he understand, since courts wants every witness to understand the charges that express the person, and whatever is communicated at the court, the person must understand what are the charges against him. So he asked Sana, which language you understand, but Sana said he's not speaking. That was his Sana said, I'm not going to speak to the court. Then the magistrate told him that I'm not asking you to speak for the court or speak in the court, but what I'm asking is which language do you understand? And that was the time Sana responded that he understands English. So this is what happens there. Then the Commissioner Sanneh then informed the court that the charges that Sana was charged is of 3 counts of murder, and which the magistrate court lacked the jurisdiction to hear such matters, as it require a capital punishment or is a capital offense. And any matter that is a capital offense, the magistrate doesn't have the jurisdiction to hear the case. Then he rely on Section 72 of the Criminal Procedure Act 2025 and Section 72 and 72A, and the legal notice number 3209 to request for the transfer of the case, the remand of Sana Manjang pending his appearance before the High Court, which were granted by the magistrate, and he granted the application of the state by transferring the case to the Special Criminal Division of the High Court. Also remanded Sana to MILE2 Central Prison pending the hearing and the examination at the High Court. So this is what transpired in court.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sane. This is a high profile case, no doubt about it. You left a case for another case. And what about the mood in the country? And was it also the first time that you have seen Sana in the flesh, like face to face? most of the media guys may not have had the opportunity to see Sana face to face. How was it for you, and even the mood, from within and or outside the courtroom?
Yeah, thank you very much. As you rightly said, I didn't get the opportunity to see Sana until today, face to face. We are almost less than a meter away from each other in the courtroom. Almost, he's just sitting behind me. So it was something new to me. But Sana too, you could see the demeanor in Sana compared to when Sana was arrested in Senegal. You could see smile over his face. He was smiling, feeling like he has no stress. But today, Sana appearing in court, uh, um, escorted by military police officers with their full arm equipments, surrounded by almost 17 to 20 military police officers. And you could see Sana face, covering his face, that he didn't want the public to see his face, compared to yesterday when he was handed over by the Senegalese authority to the Gambian authority. You could see that the mood is actually different. The atmosphere in the court actually, because this is the case came when people were not actually, the public was not aware of the case. So Sana came when almost the court was about to close. So the premises of the court is virtually empty. It's just the passerby that were around the court premises, since it's around Westfield. When they see the military officers escorting, and out of curiosity, they came to the court, and the courtroom was full to its capacity, where passerbys were there, but there was no family member there, and the public didn't know until when the information actually go onto the social media. So if you have to compare the reaction on social media, you will see that everybody is reacting differently. On the social media, people have given their own interpretation of Sana's appearance before the court. But generally, inside or within the country, we didn't get the opportunity to analyze how people actually perceive the situation. But on social media, you could be your own judge. Everybody is analyzing based on their own observation of the entire case.
Sana's name has been adversely mentioned by several witnesses at the TRRC. Plus, like you said, social media, the court of public opinion, everybody is talking about him. Do you think Sana will be afforded fair trial, and his defiance in court and his demeanor, the way he changed from the day he was handed over to the government authorities, you think this is something that is going to be like he's going to be given free trial um, in the days or months or years to come?
Yeah, thank you very much. Absolutely, I believe that since the change of the former regime, the justice system has given opportunity to every accused person to be given a free and fair trial. I didn't see Sana as an exception, so I accepted that Sana will also be given the same opportunity. But it's Sana who will help the court to reach at a logical conclusion of the allegations that were made against him by actually willing to testify before the court. But with what we saw today, if that is the trend that Sana will continue, then it will be very difficult for the court to establish, because he has the right to reply to all the allegations that are made. But if he didn't make any opportunity or create the available environment for him to be heard, to hear his version of the story, then it will be very difficult for one to make a logical conclusion. But at the end of the day, I'm sure the court will make a fair determination based on the facts that are presented before him, because the court is a court of evidence, and they rely on the evidence to sentence an individual or to determine the case. So I believe that at the end of the day, they will rely on the evidence that are presented. And if Sana refuses to testify, then it means that Sani has accepted all the allegations that are made against him, and that will not be in his favor. And I'm sure that he will be legally advised, because at the end of the day, he must have a legal representative. Either he secure a lawyer by himself, or the government will provide a lawyer for him, as it is required by the law that every criminal trial, the person must be represented by a legal representation. So at the end of the day, it's either Lala will be the one who will represent him, or he will provide himself a lawyer. So what we expect a fair trial.
So the next proceeding will be done in the High Court. What are the charges that have been prepared against him? That is Sana Manjang.
Yeah, thank you very much. He was charged before the magistrate court on 3 counts of murder, which is the murder of former journalist Dede Hydra, also the murder of Njogu Mbub, and also the murder of Haruna Jame. So these were the 3 counts that were actually preferred against him. And the matter is now transferred to the High Court. But what we know and the revelations that come from the TRRC, Sana is alleged to have killed so many dozens of people, including the Ghanaian immigrants. So I'm sure this is just for the state to get an opportunity so that they will actually have the opportunity to remand Sana whilst they continue their investigation or wait for the establishment of the high bridge court that will prosecute all the 68 68 junglers or those who are recommended by the TRRC. So it's more, I'm sure Sana will face more charges, more than the 3 charges that is charged today. So this is the situation, but we are yet to know when the case is coming before the High Court. Because there was no deadline given by the magistrate. He just transferred the case to the High Court, pending the hearing and the determination at the High Court. So High Court, nobody know when will the state file a bill of indictment before the High Court. As we speak now, he will be at the MILE2 Central Prison.
Thank you so much, Kemesseng Sanneh, for the update. That is journalist Kemesseng Sanneh on the high-profile case of Sana Manjang. Thank you so much.